action. Thank you so much for reporting to duty to the Pretty Princess Command Center episode 30, where I'm going to teach all you pretty princesses exactly how you could be the most confident version of yourself, because confidence is a skill just like anything else in life that you could practice and learn. You could do the same with confidence. It's not just something that you're born with or you're not born with. It's something that you can create for yourself within yourself. In this episode, we're going to go over the psychology of what confidence actually is, then we're going to go over some myths, and we're going to actually debunk them about what confidence is, because I'm so tired of hearing the same stupid myths about confidence when they're literally just not true. Of course, we're going to go over some mindset shifts and practical advice, and we are going to end with phase 4, as always, the Pretty Princess Playbook, so you can make the blueprint for you, okay? Where you are going to apply everything to your personal life. So, as always, if you want to become an official Pretty Princess and join the Command Center, all you have to do is subscribe. It is not rocket science. But anyway, shall we get into the video? I think we shall. Welcome to phase 1. We're going to be going over what confidence really is, why you actually need it, like why you should want it and strive to have it. And we're going to debunk some of the most common myths about confidence. So, first and foremost, what is confidence? The Oxford Dictionary definition of confidence is the feeling or belief that one can rely on someone or something. And then the definition of self-confidence is a feeling of trust in one's abilities, qualities, and judgment. So, with that in mind, let's debunk some of these myths. The top 4 most common myths that people have about confidence are you're either born with it or you're not. Outgoing and extroverted people are always confident, or you have to be outgoing and extroverted to be confident. Confidence is built through praise, receiving external validation, receiving compliments. And lastly, people who are confident always think that they're better than everybody else in the room. The first myth is that confidence is something that you're either born with or you're not, which is literally not true at all. Sure, some people are born a little bit more confident, a little bit more outgoing in their personality than others, but it's not just like a flat line baseline of like, well, I wasn't born confident, so I guess I can never be confident. That's not how it works. And this myth is so bad because it makes you seem like if you don't have it, you're never going to be able to. It's kind of like, oh, well, I was born with blue eyes, so I guess I can never have brown eyes. Like, no. Confidence is a skill. It's not a personality trait. You build confidence through action, repetition, and self-trust. That's what you do. You build confidence through showing up. You build confidence through keeping promises to yourself. You build confidence through getting out of your comfort zone. It's not something you're born with or something you're not. Like I was saying in the beginning, yes, there's people that are naturally more confident, naturally more willing to go put themselves out there in the world than others. But also there's plenty of people who are so shy and so not confident in themselves that practice it and practice it and practice it until they become the most confident person you could ever meet. So yeah, some people are gonna have to work a little bit harder to be confident than others, but that's just the name of the game. That's literally like with anything in life. Like you might be amazing at math and you might suck at writing essays, whereas someone else might suck at math and be amazing at writing essays. It literally just, you're gonna have to work harder at the topics you're not as good at, that you're not as naturally gifted at. The same thing goes with confidence. If you're not naturally on the more confident side, yeah, you are gonna have to work harder, but why would you not want to do that? Why would you want to live your whole entire life small, feeling less than, feeling not as good, feeling like you're not proud of yourself, feeling like you don't have the ability to be who you want to be just because you're not willing to put in the effort to be a more confident person? Why would you sell yourself short like that? You literally only get this one life and you're gonna decide to play it small. You're just gonna decide, well, I wasn't born that way, so I guess that's how it's gonna be forever. That's so stupid. That's so stupid when this is literally a skill. This is literally just like, oh, I'm gonna learn another language. Oh, I'm gonna learn how to read in this language. I'm gonna read this book. I'm gonna learn how to run a mile in under 6 minutes. I'm gonna learn how to code. Like it's literally just a skill. And when people, oh, how do you become confident? How do you become confident? Stop thinking that there's some magical switch that's gonna just, now you're confident. No. It's work, it's practice, it's refining a skill. We're gonna go into the psychological side of this because there's a theory called self-efficacy, and it's an individual's belief in his or her capacity to execute behaviors necessary to produce specific performance attainments. Which basically, that theory is proving that your confidence is built through doing tasks, completing tasks, showing up for yourself, keeping promises to yourself. Your self-confidence is built when you're succeeding at small, manageable tasks. Your belief in yourself grows because you're literally proving to yourself that you could do these things that you set out to do. Think about when you were younger and you were learning how to tie your shoes or ride your bike or literally just anything you've ever had to learn in life. But especially, it's so much easier when you can look back to when you were 4 or 5 years old, when you were learning how to do these what we now think are very simple tasks, but back then, like, that was the biggest thing we had to figure out how to do. You were not born knowing how to write your name on a piece of paper or write the date properly or ride a bike or tie your shoes. You learned how to do them. You learned how to do them because you said, okay, somebody showed me how to do this. I can't do it, but somebody showed me how to do it, so I'm gonna keep practicing until I figure out how to do it. And then once you learned how to do it, you were confident in doing it. You were like, oh my gosh, mom, look, dad, look, brother, sister, aunt, uncle, whoever. I know how to tie my shoes. I know how to ride a bike. I know how to write my name. I got an A on my paper. Your confidence grew in that specific skill. Creating confidence in yourself works the same way. Your confidence grows when you can prove to yourself that you could do the things that you're scared of that you don't already know how to do. You don't wait until you feel confident to start doing something. You start doing something and the confidence will follow. Just like, oh, I want to learn how to speak Spanish. I'll just wait until I know how to speak Spanish to start speaking Spanish. That's not how it works. If you want to learn how to speak Spanish, you have to go seek out the knowledge of learning how to speak Spanish, and then you'll be able to speak Spanish. It doesn't work the other way around. Just like confidence. Confidence doesn't work the other way around, but so many people rely so heavily on their emotions and how they feel to get them through their daily tasks, and that's where you go wrong. That's where you say, well, I'm not confident enough to do it. Yeah, no shit, because you've never done it. You've never done it. You've never tried to do it. Because you're banking on the fact, well, I'm not confident, so I guess that just means it's not for me. Of course it's for you, but you have to go do it first. Anything in life that you do, the first time you do it, it's gonna be scary, it's gonna be hard, it's gonna be difficult, it's gonna be like nerve-wracking. You're outside of your comfort zone because you don't know how to do this thing. Once you get there, once you start doing it, even if you still suck at it, at least you're like, well, I showed up. So I proved to myself that I could show up and do something scary, do something outside of my comfort zone. So now when I go back next week, I'm a little bit more confident. And it keeps going from there. Okay, so myth number 2 is that outgoing and super extroverted people are always confident. That couldn't be further from the truth. A lot of time, it is true. A lot of time, people with super loud personalities who just want to talk to everybody and go around the room have a lot of confidence. Yes, that's true, but it's not like the baseline. If you're an introverted person, it doesn't mean that you have no chance in hell to be confident. It just means that you don't get your energy from being around a bunch of people. That's literally what extroversion and introversion is. It has nothing to do with confidence levels. It literally has to do with where you refill your tank at. Like, are you an electric car or are you a gas fueled car? If, like, that's literally the difference of it. It's not, well, this means one thing and this means that. It's literally just how you get your energy back. Just because you prefer to stay in on a Friday night and cuddle up on your couch, get takeout and watch a movie, doesn't mean that you're any less confident than the girl who wants to go out on Friday night and get all dressed up and go to the club and have a good night. Like, it doesn't, they don't correlate. There's no correlation there. And I feel like a lot of people think that there is. But in reality, the girl who's going out on Friday night, like, she might need that external validation. She might need people to tell her, like, oh, you're so hot, you're so beautiful, this, and this, like, oh, you're such a party girl, like, or maybe she's scared to be considered as a boring girl. Maybe she wants to be at home with you on the couch eating takeout, but she's scared that other people are going to think, oh, you're so boring, all you ever do is stay home. Whereas the girl who wants to stay home on a Friday night, she doesn't give two shits about what people think about her. She doesn't care when somebody says, oh, that's so boring, you stay home. She's gonna be like, well, that's what I like to do, so that's why I do it. Like, being outgoing and being extroverted does not equal being a confident person. And like I was saying, yes, a lot of times people who are naturally outgoing and like naturally just want to speak to a bunch of different people, naturally they do have a good level of self-confidence, but it doesn't always equate. Like I was saying, the girl who's going out, she might only be going out because she's scared of getting judged for staying in, even though that's what she really wants to do. Your authentic confidence is rooted in that self-efficacy and your self-esteem, not with going out or how many people you talk to when you're in a room. And that's just another one of the 5,000 million reasons to never compare yourself to anybody, because if you think, oh, I'm so boring, I just stay home on a Friday night and I get takeout and I don't like to go out, like I don't want to go out to the clubs, I don't want to go out to the bars, like I don't want to get on a dating app, like anything like that. Stop comparing yourself to these people just because you think that what they're doing is what you should be doing. What you should be doing is the things that make you happy. If staying home on a Friday night makes you happy, stay home on a Friday night. If next Friday night you want to go out, that's what's going to make you happy, go out. Like stop like looking at what everybody else is doing and saying, oh, like they're more confident than me because they're doing this. You have no fucking idea if they're more confident than you. You just decided that. And this is why your self-concept and your perception of yourself will always be the most important thing you have. Because yes, everybody is going to have their own opinion on you, their own judgments on you. But if you have a clear-cut self-perception of yourself, you're good. You don't need anybody else. Everything else is just kind of noise. And you know, sometimes there's feedback in there that you could take in and be like, oh yeah, like that's actually really good for me to reflect on, thank you. Other times it's literally useless. If you guys can hear loud sounds, it's storming outside. Apologies, I don't think you can hear it, but you might be able to hear it. So myth number 3 is that confidence is built through receiving external validation, praise, or compliments. If you've been in the command center for long enough, you know that that's not true, but some people might still think that it's true. Some people might still think that the girl who receives compliments all the time must be so confident because everybody's always telling her how beautiful and funny and smart she is. Not necessarily. Not necessarily. Of course, external validation feels good. Academic validation, professional validation, just receiving compliments from strangers or from people you know. Of course, that feels good, but that's not what builds confidence. Relying on other people to build you up and to build your confidence up is the equivalent of going to see your dentist for an eye exam. Like, yes, they're both doctors, but your dentist is not going to know how to do your eye exam. It just simply doesn't work that way. Just like how receiving compliments and all this external validation, it's not going to build you up. And then in the same breath, that's why when you get judgments, if you're online and you get hate and people are tearing you down, it should not have the ability to tear you down. Because if your confidence was built by you, nobody could take it away from you. Nobody could take it away from you. If your confidence was built by somebody else signed that deed and they gave you your confidence through, oh, you're so good at this, you're so beautiful, never change, you're so smart, you're so funny, you're indebted to them. If that's how you decided, that's how I feel good, that's how I feel confident, you're now going to be chasing them all the time, begging for more, doing whatever you can do to get them to praise you so that you could continue to fill that cup, because at the end of the day, that cup is never actually full because you're constantly running dry, trying to chase the next bit of external validation. You're never ever gonna feel fulfilled. That's why it's so important for you to build your own confidence yourself. Because yes, when somebody tells me they like my outfit, when somebody tells me my makeup looks good, or I smell good, or I'm pretty, or I'm funny, or I'm smart, yes, it feels good. But I can know all these things about myself if I never heard them from anyone else. Just like when somebody tells me I'm stupid, or I'm ugly, or I'm the worst person in the world, I know that's not true. I know that's not true. And that's just them deciding that's what they wanted to say to me. It has nothing to do with me. It has everything to do with how they are reacting to whatever I said or did that triggered that insecurity in them. I think I've made this analogy before, but think about if you and your best friend went to a restaurant and you ordered your favorite dish. Let's say it was penne vodka with chicken. Ooh, that sounds so good right now. And she's a vegetarian and her favorite dish is a Caesar salad. When your dish comes, you say, oh my gosh, this is the best thing in the whole world. Do you want to try a bite? And she says, no, it looks disgusting. You're not going to start sitting there and crying because she doesn't like your food. You're not going to say, oh my God, you're right. You're right. It does look disgusting. I need to order something else, please. You're going to be like, oh, okay, you're lost. And you guys are going to continue your conversation. Like, it is what it is. That's how confident in your own choices and in your own opinions and your own self you need to be in every other aspect of life. It's easy to be confident in a situation like that. It's easy to look at the menu and say, well, this is my favorite dish, I'm gonna order it. Your best friend says, okay, that sounds like the most disgusting thing in the whole entire world, get it away from me. You say, that sucks for you that you don't like it because it's the best thing in the world, actually. That's how grounded and rooted you should be in yourself and your own self-image and your own self-perception. Building that amount of confidence in yourself literally just puts you in this bubble where, yes, people can still have access to you the same exact way, but if they decide to tell you you're beautiful that day, you can say, oh my gosh, thank you so much. You can appreciate that kindness that they're giving you, but you're not taking it and saying, they think I'm beautiful. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna do my makeup like this every single day because you complimented me and said that it's perfect. You're just gonna take it and that was such a sweet thing of that person to do. Thank you so much. Just in the same way, your makeup looks like shit today. Okay, thank you for expressing that to me. Do you see what I'm saying? You were put on this planet to be exactly who you are. There's literally nobody else on this whole entire planet, in this whole entire universe, that is more perfect at being you than you are. So why are you not accepting that role of being you when you're literally designed for it? Literally nobody else on this planet could be you as perfectly as you could be you. But if you're constantly chasing other people's validation, receiving compliments from everyone else, doing things to appease other people so they'll like you better, you're not being you. You're not being who you truly are. Because at the end of the day, if everybody else in the world disappeared, who are you? you're not going to get that validation from them. You're not going to get that compliment from them. You're not going to get the approval of these people that you're chasing around. So at the end of the day, take that all away. What do you have? You have this pit in your stomach of, oh my gosh, I don't even know who I am because I've been chasing the approval of other people this whole entire time, and I don't even know what I like anymore because I thought I knew what I liked, but then somebody told me that I shouldn't like that, so I stopped liking it. It doesn't fucking matter. Like, stop. And yes, I'm not discrediting. Compliments feel good. Getting an A on the test and having your teacher in front of everyone say, you did the best on this test, it feels good. It feels amazing. But it shouldn't be it's not your foundation. It's kind of just, your foundation should be the beautiful house you've already built. And those compliments can just be little flowers that people drop off at your front door. That's all it is. And then the last myth, which is, I can't stand this one, it's so annoying, is that people who are confident always think they're better than everybody else. I can't stand this one. It's literally so annoying because there's such a big difference between arrogant people and confident people. And I think people get it confused way too often. It pisses me off. Let's not confuse confidence for narcissism, okay? Real confidence comes from knowing exactly who you are and knowing that when you walk into a room, every single other person in that room is on the exact same playing field as you, no matter what, because you're not ever in competition with anyone. You're not ever trying to be better than anyone. You're not ever trying to make people feel worse than you. You're literally just existing. That's how easy it is. Like, real confidence is not, oh, I'm better than you, I'm superior to you. It's, I know who I am. Who are you? I'm curious. Who are you? I know who I am. I want to know about you now. It's meeting everybody at eye level. That's all it is. Confident people don't need to compare themselves to other people because they know who they are. They have no interest. Just in the same way when somebody says, oh, look at that sunset, it's so beautiful, and then they turn around and they see a bouquet of flowers. Oh, look at that bouquet of flowers, they're so beautiful. You can't compare the two. The beauty of the sunset is nothing like the beauty of the bouquet of roses. And you would never think to compare the two because they're two separately just as beautiful, completely different things. A lot of times people meet arrogant people who are constantly bragging, they're constantly boasting, oh, well, I made this much money this year and then I bought this with that. That's not confidence. That's arrogance. That's, a lot of times, arrogance is the mask that people put on when they're very insecure. Because I'm sorry, what are you gaining from letting me know how amazing you are? I shouldn't have to hear how amazing you are to think that you're an amazing person. I should just be able to tell. Confident people know exactly who they are and they have no need to tell anybody. And if anything, confident people never put themselves on this pedestal. Like, let's use the influencer content creator person as an example, right? You go up to somebody with a following of 2 million people. The arrogant person, yeah, I have over 2 million people following me because I make videos and they're so good. Okay. The confident person now, somebody says, oh, what do you do for a living? Oh, I do social media. Oh, okay, what do you do on social media? Oh, I'm a content creator. I make this type of video. They don't need to let that person know, oh, I have over 2 million followers. Look how great I am. And yes, there's a difference between, being proud of your accomplishments. There's a difference between being proud and wanting to share your accomplishments with the room. There is a difference between that and not being afraid to, give yourself flowers. There's a difference between that and simply just being arrogant and bragging and boasting and wanting people to think that you're bigger than life, larger than life. There's a very clear-cut difference. And if you meet a confident person and an arrogant person, the confident person is going to be so much more still, so much quieter, so much calmer, very grounded. The arrogant person is constantly going to be, who can I tell about my amazing thing? Who can I tell about my raise? Who can I tell about, who is going to think that I am so much better than them? I'm going to go find that person. That's who they're looking for because they need to feel bigger to feel good. Confident people don't need to feel a goddamn thing. They could be perfectly fine without this, whatever event we're at. In my mind right now, we're at an event networking, but a confident woman is going to compliment another woman knowing full well it takes nothing away from her. An insecure, arrogant woman is going to look at another woman knowing in her heart and soul that is a gorgeous, beautiful woman. And they're gonna, one, either choose not to compliment her, and this is different between being arrogant, not complimenting, versus being like shy, like not wanting to go up to somebody and compliment them. But an arrogant person's gonna look at a beautiful woman in the room and see her as competition, see her as a threat, see her as, how can I find a way to put her down? Because I need to be better than her, because I'm viewing her as a threat. Confident people are gonna be like, oh my gosh, you look amazing, you smell amazing, your makeup is perfect, your outfit, 10 out of 10. But an arrogant person is gonna go up to that woman who looks beautiful, looks great. Oh, I was gonna wear that dress, but I didn't think it was appropriate for, you know, an event like this. Just those subtle little digs that kind of try to get in the mind of the other person, trying to put them down, trying to make them, okay, now that girl who heard that is thinking, well, wait, like, should I not be wearing this? Like, I really liked my outfit. I thought it was good. I thought it was perfect. But that person who's arrogant, who gets their cup filled, their confidence cup filled from putting other people down and feeling better than, that person loves that they just did that, because they know that they just got in this woman's mind, and now this woman is, well, wait, like, I thought I was okay in this. Now that woman, if you say it to a confident woman, the confident woman's gonna be like, oh, well, you know, I really love this outfit, that's why I wore it. She's gonna shut it down real fast without having to be like, oh, that was really rude of you, why did you say that? She's not gonna do that. She's just gonna know, I wore this outfit because I really wanted to wear this outfit. I think it's perfectly appropriate for this event. That's it. So now that we've debunked the myths, you can tell wanting to be confident is not selfish. It's not a bad thing. If anything, wanting to be a confident person is probably the least selfish thing you could do, because you're going to be so firmly grounded in who you are and your abilities and what you have to bring to the table, whatever table you're bringing it to. You're going to be so grounded in that all you're going to want to do is help other people succeed. All you're going to want to do is lift other people up, make them feel better about themselves, give them help when they need help, offer them a shoulder to cry. Like, all you're going to want to do is see everybody else win. And that's why you should want to be confident. And the myth at the end, the myth of, oh, confident people always think they're better than everyone. No. Genuinely, truly confident people do not think that at all. They think everybody's equal. They think everybody's the same. So striving for confidence, striving to be a confident person is not a bad thing. It's a tool, just like any other skill you can gain in your life. It's a tool to make you a more well-rounded person, to make you a person that can help out your neighbor better, to help out your peers, to make an impact on somebody's life. It literally could be the smallest thing ever. Maybe once you're confident, you go up to somebody that you see in public and you say, oh my gosh, you literally look so amazing. Your outfit is so beautiful. Like, you just look so amazing. Maybe that thing that you did for them literally turned their whole day around. You might have saved them. Like, literally, you might have saved them. You have no idea. So why would you not want to build yourself up so much that now you can help other people find the stepping stones and help lay their own foundation? Why would you not want to do that? I feel like so often self-help and self-development and wanting to be a better person in yourself is so demonized, and it's, oh, it's selfish. Oh, that's stupid. Why would you wish? What do you mean? What do you mean? So now that we've debunked all those myths and we understand why confidence is even important, welcome to phase 2. Let's go over some of the good mindset shifts that I want you to go from and go to, so you can start being the most confident version of yourself, because every pretty princess deserves to feel confident. And I'm not saying that, you know, I'd consider myself a very confident person. No matter how confident you are, you're gonna have your days where you're just not feeling it. And it doesn't change the foundation. It just means, okay, well, maybe instead of a nice bright sunny day, we're having a rainy day. It is what it is. But once you build the foundation of knowing who you are and being confident in who you are, you're not going to be swayed that heavily. So the first mindset shift I want you to have is I want you to go from confidence is something that only some people have to confidence is a skill that I can practice, I can refine. Confidence is something that everybody can have. Your brain literally wires, like your brain, every single day you start doing something new, your brain goes, oh, we're building a new road here. Oh, we're building a new road here. So when you start doing something new, the more you do it, the longer that road gets. The longer it gets, and then eventually it's gonna like reconnect to itself. So it's just a constant loop, and your brain's like, all right, that one's unlocked. We don't have to worry about thinking about doing that one anymore. Let's move to the next road. This is why the more you do something, the better you are at doing it. That's That's how it works in anything. The more you practice something, the better you are at doing it. The more you practice speaking another language, the better you get at speaking another language. It's not rocket science. It's probably the simplest equation there ever was. And it applies to confidence. It applies to almost everything in life, especially confidence. The more you practice cooking, the better you get at cooking. The more you practice working out, the better you get at working out. And I guess that one's kind of like the easier working out becomes, right? The more you practice your makeup, the better your makeup becomes. The more you practice wearing your favorite outfits out in public, the easier it becomes. The better you get at doing it. The less, well, what if somebody judged me? The less anxiety you're gonna feel about the situation because you're practicing something. You're refining a skill. But the same goes in reverse. The more you tell yourself you're ugly, the uglier you become. The more you hide away from the things that scare you, the scarier they become. Because you know, whatever you do consistently, you become very good at. If you consistently talk shit about yourself and tell yourself how stupid and ugly and bad you are, that's all you're gonna believe. That's all you're gonna know. You're building that pathway yourself. You're doing it yourself. And I know you know, if you practice anything consistently, you know you'd be good at it. If I told you right now, hey, I want you to run a marathon by the end of the year, you would probably, unless you're a runner, this is gonna apply to my non-runners, you would probably be like, Kat, you're insane. I'm not fucking doing that. Like, I can't do that. If I told you, if you run a marathon by the end of the year, I will give you $1 million. You're buying a new pair of running sneakers right now as we speak. You're setting up your running schedule. You're going to practice every single day so that by the time the marathon comes, you can run a marathon because you're getting $1 million out of it. Guess what you're gonna get out of every single thing in life you practice? Guess what you're gonna get out of doing all these hard, scary things? You're gonna get confidence. Confidence opens so many doors. Confidence will open any door that you want open, it will open it. You're scared to talk to this person, to ask for a meeting with the head person at your job. Confidence is gonna open that door for you. It doesn't mean that the person's gonna agree, but it means that it's not, oh my God, that's the CEO of the company that I dream of working at. I could never friend him on LinkedIn. He'll never have a meeting with me. It's gonna take you from that to, I'm gonna send him a friend request on LinkedIn. What's the worst that could happen? He denies it, he ignores it. Oh well, guess what? I have his business address. I'm gonna write a letter. I'm gonna put a resume in there. I'm gonna write a letter. I'm gonna give him all my times that I'm free and see where he could fit me in. I might get a call back, I might not. I'm gonna do it anyway. It opens the doors to so many things, and honestly, confidence is one of the skills that more often than not will get you so much further than hard work. And I'm not saying hard work isn't important, but if you're willing to put yourself in situations that are opening doors, you're going to end up meeting people that are willing to help you, because being confident gets you in rooms with more confident people. And the bigger those rooms are and the more people in there that are confident, guess what? Like I said earlier, confident people usually always want to help you win. They want to see you putting yourself in a position to succeed, putting yourself into a position to allow an opportunity in your life. They're going to say, I love that about you. Here, let me put you in contact with this person. Here, oh, I know the dean of your school. Yeah, I'll get him to write you a letter of recommendation. You're a great girl. Staying at home being scared to go. Staying at home being, oh, well, I don't really belong there. Like, I don't know what I would say. So I'm not going to go. It's not going to get you anything. So why the fuck would you not want to do this thing? This is the easiest thing you could possibly do. This is literally one of the simplest things you could do in life, is practice becoming confident. Because you get to wake up and make choices every single day that will put you there. It is not just something you're born with or something you're not born with. It's not reserved for a certain set of people versus another. There is enough confidence to go around. And the more confident we all are, the more we would help each other grow as a community. On the small scale of just the people in your closest circle and in your actual community where you live, to the larger scale of, well, if this community is helping, then once all of this community is confident, then they're going to want to help this community and then this community. And it would make the world a better place, guys. Why do you not want to do these things? Confidence comes from doing things that you don't know how to do. Confidence comes from showing up and being very, I have nothing to lose here because I don't know how to do it. The next mindset shift is that I want you to go from it doesn't matter if I show up for myself to I owe it to myself to show up for myself. Because so many people say, well, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Like, all it is affecting me. It doesn't really matter. Showing up and being able to trust yourself to show up is quite literally how confidence is built. Let me give it to you this way. If you and this guy planned a date for Friday night at 6 o'clock and he said, okay, like, this is where we're gonna go, I'll pick you up at 5:30, our reservation's at 6. You would be like, oh my gosh, how exciting. Friday comes, it's 4:30. Hey, sorry, I can't make it tonight, like, we'll reschedule, so sorry, something came up. You're gonna be like, ooh, I don't like that, I was really excited for this date. That's a bummer. Now, depending on what the excuse was and who you are as a person, you're either gonna say, all right, fuck you, like, you missed your chance. Or you're gonna be like, all right, well, you know, we'll reschedule for next Wednesday night. Like, that's fine. That's fine. Like, oh, I'm sorry something came up. I was looking forward to it, but yeah, let's reschedule. Wednesday night comes. Hey, I'm so sorry I have to cancel again. You're not gonna wanna try to even bother with this guy anymore. You're not gonna want to, because you're gonna be like, well, like, I obviously can't, like, you're not gonna show up. I can't trust you to show up. Like, I don't have confidence in you. I don't have faith in your abilities to show up. Like, you're showing me who you are, and you're somebody who doesn't show up. You're somebody who bails. You do the same thing to yourself. You do the same thing to yourself every time you say, I'm gonna wake up at 6 o'clock tomorrow morning and I'm gonna go on a run. Your alarm goes off at 6 o'clock, you snooze it. You wake up at 8 and say, oh, I was just really tired. Like, I was just really tired, it's not my fault, I'll try again tomorrow. Ooh. No, you're doing the exact same thing. You're doing the exact same thing. It matters if you don't show up. Just like if you have a little brother or little sister and you tell them that you're going to show up to their school play and they're looking for you in the audience and you don't show up, that hurts them so bad. You would never do that to them. If you tell your friend that you're going to bring them to the airport and you're going to pick them up at 3:30 in the morning, your alarm goes off at 3, you're up. You know that somebody's relying on you. You say, oh, my alarm went off at 3. I'm going to get my car and go pick her up so I can take her to the airport. You're up. You're driving. You're at her house. You're taking her to the airport. And then you're going to go back to bed. But when you told yourself you're going to do this thing that's going to benefit you, you don't show up because you don't take yourself seriously. You don't take yourself or your life seriously. And honestly, if you're in the position to be able to say, well, I'm just not going to take myself seriously, do you know how privileged and entitled that is? Do you know how many people wish they could be in a position where they didn't have to take themselves seriously, where their life didn't depend on them showing up for themselves? You have the whole world at your fingertips and you're deciding, what's another day of not showing up for myself? And all it takes is tiny bits of evidence. Literally, tell yourself, I'm gonna make my bed every single day this month. Make your bed tomorrow morning. Oh, wait, that was easy. I made my bed. You just proved to your brain, well, she said she was gonna do it and she did it. So I guess she does the things she says she's gonna do. Next morning, again. Next morning, again. You do it 30 days in a row. You just prove to yourself you could show up for yourself. You could do the things that you said they were gonna do. After that, wake up when your alarm goes off. Stick to the boundaries that you set. You and your boyfriend are in a toxic relationship and you say, okay, if we ever fight like this again, I'm leaving him. Leave him. Leave him the next time that fight happens. Because if you're at that point in a relationship, babe, like, that fight's gonna fucking happen. Set your boundaries and stick to them. You've been wanting to start this side hustle. You've been talking about how, oh, well, I'm gonna start my own business someday. You've been talking about that for what, the last 5 years? Yeah, start it now. The next mindset shift I want you to have is confidence comes from the outside. Confidence comes from external validation to confidence is something that I can build through my everyday life. Same exact thing like I was just saying. Just every time you're thinking like, oh, well, nobody complimented my outfit today, so it must have been a really bad outfit. No. Because when you put that outfit on in the morning and you looked in the mirror and you took your little mirror picture, you loved it. You loved it, okay? So yeah, that's plenty. That's all you needed. Because like I was saying before, if everybody on the face of this planet dropped dead, I know it's grim, but you would probably be having the time of your life wearing that outfit. She'd be like, yeah, like, I'm feeling myself, I'm having a good time. We're gonna ignore like the grim part where like everybody else on the planet's like dead, but like you're like just feeling yourself in your outfit. You know what I'm saying? And honestly, if nobody else was around to judge you, you'd probably be doing so many more things for yourself. Because a lot of times the unwillingness to gain confidence and do the scary things that push you outside of your comfort zone, that do build confidence, a lot of times it's because you're scared to be judged while you're doing it. You're not scared to do the thing. You're scared to get judged for trying to do the thing, which is so pointless. Next mindset shift is I want you to go for confidence is something I do for other people. It's a performance, to confidence is something I do for myself even when nobody's looking. You do not need to overperform. You don't need to over-explain. You don't need to, well, I'm gonna go do this, so I have to be like, I have to be this version. I have to do all these things so people like me. You just have to be yourself. That's all. You have something to do, but you're tired. You can show up tired. It's okay. You can show up tired. You can let people know, oh, I'm so happy I'm here. I almost didn't come because I was so tired, but I'm so happy I'm here. You're not, like, you don't owe anybody this version of yourself. And that's why it's so important to not crave that external validation, because that's what drains you completely, because you're thinking, oh, well, around these people, they think I'm this way, so I have to put on that mask. So I have to go act like that with them, but that's not really what I want to do, and that's not really who I am, and it doesn't feel good. And that's why you, like, it just limits you. Confidence is not a performance for other people. Confidence is what you do for yourself. And that's why when you do wear an amazing outfit to go grocery shopping and people are looking at you, and if somebody has the audacity to come up to you and say, who do you think you are? Why are you wearing that? You don't think you're anybody. You think that you're you, being you, wearing the outfit you wanted to wear. The person who said that, you clearly felt the need, you felt uncomfortable around my presence of being completely 100% cool with who the fuck I am. You felt the need to come up to me and try to take it away from me, but guess what? You can't. Guess what? You can't. Because at this house, this foundation is firm. This house has a great security system, and it's confidence, and it's high self-esteem. Replace your performative thoughts. Oh, well, I have to make sure I'm saying the right thing. I have to make sure I'm wearing the right thing. What if he doesn't like me? What if he doesn't think I'm funny? What if... Say what you want to say. Do what you want to do. Don't hurt people. Don't be a bad, mean person. But, like, it is what it is. Do you know the amount of people that told me when I started making social media videos and started doing social media full-time, the amount of people, oh, you shouldn't swear. You shouldn't do that. You shouldn't act like that. Oh my gosh, like, what are people gonna think of you? I don't give two fucking shits. I don't. It's none of my business. I'm saying what I want to say when I want to say it, because that's what feels right to me. If it didn't feel right to me, I wouldn't say it. You know? That's how grounded you need to be. And then lastly, the mindset, it's not really a shift, but when you're in all these positions of being confident, what would the girl of my dreams do right now? The girl of your dreams is the version of you that you know you can be. You know she just has everything you want to have. She is everything you want to be. And literally all it takes to be her is saying, what would the girl of my dreams do right now? You know exactly what she would do. Do it. Mimic what she would do. Become her. That's literally how easy it is to become her. Mindset shifts out of the way. Welcome to phase 3. The practical everyday steps. And I'm so excited because we're getting so much closer to phase 4. But phase 3. Practical everyday steps for you to start showing up for yourself more confidently every single day. First thing is just make and keep. Keeping is the most important part. Little bitty promises to yourself every single day. These do not have to be big promises. Like I was saying before, literally, I'm gonna make my bed every morning. I'm gonna drink 1 full Stanley cup of water every morning. Make the promise to yourself, set the boundary with yourself, set the goal, set the habit, and do it. The more times you do it, the more you're reaffirming to your subconscious mind, I do what I tell myself I'm gonna do. I am who I tell myself I am. That's how your subconscious mind works. It doesn't work like your conscious mind. It doesn't work like, oh, well, I don't know, I'm scared. Your subconscious mind says, oh, well, you did something that you told yourself you were gonna do, so good job. You did it, you're confident, you showed up for yourself. Your subconscious mind is like a golden retriever. That's what it is. No thoughts. Only what you tell it. Start keeping a habit tracker. Start keeping a diary. Start, like, whatever you need to remind yourself. Use the reminders on your phone. Like, whatever you need to do to show yourself that you've done this and you can keep track of it. Or on your notes app, you can make a little, like, resume. Like, you can make your confidence resume. And every time you do something that made you feel more confident, every time you showed up for yourself, just keep track of it in your notes app. It's literally just like your resume of being confident and showing up for yourself. And then when you start to doubt yourself, you can literally pull that up and say, wait, But look at all these other times that I showed up for myself and it made me feel more confident, so why would I not do the same thing now? The next thing I want you to start doing is fix the way you talk to yourself. Literally fix the way you talk to yourself, because why are you so okay with being so mean to yourself? Because if your cute little 5-year-old self came up to you right now and she said, oh, I think I'm really ugly and dumb, you would look at her and you would take her and you would hug her and you say, you are not ugly, you are the prettiest princess in the whole entire world, and you are the smartest girl I have ever met. You would not be okay seeing a cute little 5, 6, 7, 8-year-old, you would not be okay with her saying that to you. You wouldn't be like, yeah, you're right, you're fucking ugly. Every time you tell yourself that in the mirror, every time you think that in your mind, that's what you're doing. That's who you're doing it to. Who the fuck says that to a 5-year-old, you freak? Because at the end of the day, she's still, you know, she's lived your life before. You've been her. Don't let her feel that way. And even if when you were that young, that's what you thought, heal that for her. Be better for her. If you can't be better for you right now, if you don't think you right now in this present moment deserves it, don't you think she deserves better? Even if you have a hard time just thinking like if you genuinely, which, oh, it breaks my heart thinking about, but if you genuinely think that you are not a beautiful person, which you are, you're the prettiest princess in all the land. If you genuinely think that, telling yourself, which is good, you can tell yourself I'm the most beautiful person in the world, but if you have a hard time saying that and feeling good about saying it, just say I am the most perfect version of me to ever exist, because nobody is more perfect at being me than I am. I am the only me in this whole entire world, which means I am the most perfect person at being me. Nobody is better at being me than I am, because nobody's me. Next thing I want you to do is start dressing like the girl of your dreams. Now, if you know, you know, in clothes cognition, it's literally a science-based theory of how the clothes you choose to wear directly impacts how your mind works, how you move through your day-to-day life. And there's a common saying that says, oh, dress for the job you want, not the job you have. Apply it to life. Dress for the life you want, not the life you have. It's that simple. And I'm not saying you have to be out in these crazy fucking outfits every day, but I'm just saying, if you're getting ready for the day, put effort into yourself. Put effort into yourself. Don't just roll out of bed and get on your laptop and hop onto the Zoom meeting just because you can. Because you wouldn't do that if you were going for a job interview. You wouldn't do that if you were going to meet your boss in person. You wouldn't do that for a first date. You wouldn't do that for meeting your friends at dinner. You wouldn't do that for the job that you love. So if you wouldn't do it for anyone else, stop acting like that for yourself. Put yourself together. And however that looks for you, whether you want to do a full face of makeup, no makeup, whether you want to wear, like, however makes you feel the most confident, do that. Stop selling yourself short. And you know what? If you are going to be overdressed, literally, who the fuck cares? Who cares? We all have to put clothes on our body every single day, right? Or else we will get arrested. So why would you not want to put the clothes on your body that make you feel good about yourself? Not the ones that keep you feeling small. It takes the same amount of effort to put on an outfit that you fucking hate and you feel ugly in. And when you go out in public in it, you think, oh, like, I just wish that I had clothes that I liked a lot better on right now. It takes the same amount of effort to put that outfit on than it does to put the outfit on that makes you feel good. And also, you could just think, what would I wear today if I knew nobody was going to judge me? Nobody's going to judge you. Nobody's around. What would you wear? What do you wear? What do you pin on Pinterest? What are the outfits? Oh, I wish I could wear an outfit like that. Fucking wear it. Obviously be like courteous, like know where you're at, like don't have your tits out in Disneyland, but like, you know what I mean? Also, if you're worried about people judging you, you're judging yourself. That's you judging yourself. That's you being scared of what you're already thinking about yourself. That means you're way too concerned with how other people are perceiving you, and you are not concerned enough with how you perceive yourself. Once you fix how you perceive yourself, it literally doesn't matter how other people perceive you, because you know that it's none of your business. And then lastly, I just want you to do something scary every day. It literally doesn't have to be like skydiving or like swimming with sharks. Just do something that makes you a little bit uncomfortable, a little bit uneasy every day. And I know some people are gonna be like, well, Kat, why would I do that? Like, I wanna like protect my peace. This is not about that. Duh. If you are wanting to become a content creator, but you are too scared to post a video, block all the people in your contacts list, block everyone that you don't want to see it, and post the damn video. Ooh, you posted a video on the internet. Welcome to 2020 fucking 5, bro. Like, everybody does it. If you want to wear heels to school, Wear heels to school. Do something scary. It could literally be as simple as complimenting a stranger. Do hard things. Prove to yourself that you could do hard things. Like, you're not incapable. You're not incapable. You're just so comfortable being and telling yourself that you're incapable. You're not actually incapable. Because, like the marathon example, if I told you to go do it by the end of the year, I'm not going to do that. I can't do that. You're crazy for thinking I'm going to do that. I'll give you $1 million if you do it. You're going to go do it. Guess what? Confidence is priceless. Like I was saying, it can open so many doors for you. It's priceless. It's going to help the other people in your life. It's priceless. It's $1 million could not buy confidence. That's how valuable it is. Okay, so with all that being said, welcome to phase 4. Get your Pretty Princess playbooks out because we are going to make the blueprint for how you are going to become the most confident version of yourself, okay? Step number 1, what I want you to do is I want you to write down the top 3 things that really scare you, that you're really scared to do, or that you just don't feel confident enough doing. So maybe it's you want to start working out, you want to break up with your boyfriend, you want to ask your boss for a promotion, you want to move out of your state, you want to wear the outfit you've always really wanted to wear but you're just scared to wear it. Just the top 3 things, the top 3 biggest things that you're like, oh, like I would do that if I felt more confident to do it. All right, step 2, for each thing that you've written down, I want you to write the worst case scenario. So write down everything that could potentially go so terribly wrong if you were to do this thing. So if you were to move across the country, if you were to break up with your boyfriend, if you were to wear that outfit that you really want to wear, the worst case scenario that could happen. The reason we're doing that is because once you have them written down on paper, you can kind of see like, oh, okay, here's the worst that could happen. It's on paper. It's already like, it's out there now. It's not just up here so you could keep overthinking it and keep creating these crazy, like, super unrealistic things that are gonna happen. Like, no, the worst thing that can happen if I break up with my boyfriend is that 4 months from now I regret it, and you know what I mean? Or if you ask your boss for a promotion, the worst thing that happens is he fires you. Once you have them written down on paper, all of the things that you deem being the worst case scenario, just write them down, because now you can see them and now you can't overthink them, because every time you start to overthink them, just look at this paper. Like, nope, I've already figured out every terrible thing that could happen. If I'm coming up with more, it's just perpetuating my state of wanting to stay in my comfort zone and giving me more reasons to not do it. That's why you're doing it. That's why you have to write it all down right now. Step number 3, write down the best case scenario of everything happening. Literally, this one will probably be a lot more fun, and this one will probably turn into either a really long bulleted list or like literally paragraphs. Best thing that could possibly happen is, like, let's say you're scared to wear this really cute outfit that you bought and you're scared to wear it in public, but you finally wear it in public. The best case scenario that happens once you do this thing that you're scared of is, okay, well, what if I get stopped in the middle of the street because somebody says that they like my outfit so much, and then they decide to ask if they could buy it from me, and then they have me on their show, and then I get famous, and then, or like some crazy thing like that, right? Like, just think of the best case scenario. Like, what's the like absolute best thing that could happen from you doing this thing and making the decision to actually act on what you want to do? So now that you could see, okay, here's the worst things that could happen, but here are the best things that could happen, I want you to write down the tiniest steps that you could take. So write down the action plan. Write down the things that you're going to start doing to prepare you for doing this thing that scares you. So, for example, let's say the thing that you're really scared to do and you're not confident enough to do is break up with your boyfriend, your toxic boyfriend, right? So let's say you already wrote down the worst case scenario, you already wrote down the best case scenario, now you're writing your action plan to be able to do this thing that scares you. So the first thing you're going to do is, okay, well, obviously, like, I can't just break up with him right now because I'm not confident enough to do it, but right now I could practice putting space in between us. So instead of answering every one of his texts or answering every one of his calls or agreeing to see him every time he asks to see me, I'm gonna say no, and I'm only gonna see him twice a week, and I'm only gonna answer his calls X amount of times. If you guys live together, just, well, I'm not going to be available to make dinner. I'm not going to be available to hang out on the couch on Friday night. I'm not going to be available for that. Like, I'm going to make plans with my friends. I'm going to do other stuff. Just, that's your first step, is I'm going to create, like, space between us. And then step number 2 can, once he asks you, like, hey, like, why are you avoiding me? Like, are you avoiding me this, and this? You should be like, oh, no, like, I've just been a lot busier lately. Like, no, I just have decided that I want my schedule to be filled with, you know, some more things in my life to make me happy. And that conversation will either go really good, and if it goes really bad, then your third step will be, and if that conversation goes bad, I'm gonna set the boundary, I'm gonna break up with them, and I'm not gonna look back. So just like things like that, like write down the small little steps that you could do right now that's kind of preparing you for this bigger thing. So maybe you want to start wearing heels to school or something, or like just you want to wear an outfit that's super out of your comfort zone, but you're really wanting to wear it. So maybe instead of wearing it somewhere where you know a lot of people, okay, well the first thing I can do is I could wear it in my room and take a mirror picture and post it on Instagram. And I almost guarantee lots of people are gonna tell you it's a really cute outfit. One, and if they don't, it doesn't matter. You still went out of your comfort zone. You said, well, I'm wearing this outfit, and I'm showing people that I'm wearing this outfit, which is what I'm scared of, because I'm scared of getting judged for wearing this outfit. And then you could say like, okay, well, you know, people aren't really judging me as much as I thought they would when I posted on Instagram. So now the next step, maybe I can invite my friend to go to dinner in 2 towns over. So I'm not gonna run into anyone I know, and I'm gonna text her like, yeah, I really want to wear this outfit, but I'm kind of nervous that like to run into people we know, because I'm kind of nervous to wear this outfit in public. And you guys go out to dinner, you wear the outfit. You wore the outfit, and now you're just proving to yourself that you can do hard and scary things. And you're literally telling your brain like, this is the thing that scares me, but this is everything I'm going to do it, even though it scares me. And that's literally how easy it is. And then also at the end of every Pretty Princess playbook, literally just, what would the girl of my dreams do right now? You know what she would do, so do what she does. So with that being said, we've officially concluded episode 30 of the Pretty Princess Command Center. So I hope all you pretty princesses are feeling more confident on your journey to becoming more confident, because you deserve it, because confidence is a skill. Confidence is literally priceless. It's the most valuable thing you could possibly possess within you. Okay, so on that note, I will see you next week for another episode, and I hope you have a pretty princess day.